Did Apple really innovate the smartphone? I don't think so. If you ask me, it was a progression of multiple companies, each adding their own little bit to the pile, and Microsoft coming out with a tablet many years ago, back in the 90s, I forget what it was called, but they came out with a tablet that had the app architecture where they would cut down software to its elements and run it on a tablet. Of course, their tablet was an inch thick and nobody used it because it was before its time, to be honest. But I would say that Apple marketed the smartphone better than anybody else did. But they didn't invent it. I keep hearing people speak about Apple like they invented the smartphone, and it just didn't go down that way. Okay, I think I'm recording. All right, so we have Apple not really being the innovator, and multiple companies layering things on top of each other to make the smartphone happen. Microsoft came out with a tablet over a decade before Apple did. And so there's never anybody up here until I want to shoot a video. This line of questioning leads me to wonder, what has Apple invented? What has Apple actually pushed out to the world that was new and innovative? They did not invent the GUI, the graphical user interface. That was Xerox. They certainly didn't invent their own operating system. They've rarely come up with new hardware. What Apple has done and what Apple is a marketing company. They're a design firm. They design systems. They contract other people to build them. They set it up so that they make money off of everything that happens in their little ecosystem, and they shove it out to the public. Just recently, it's been noted that Apple iPhones, the sale has dropped for the first time in a long time. They haven't reported drops up until just recently. I believe it's always been maintained at a nice high level so that anybody who wanted a smartphone would look at Apple's first. That's great. What's happened is iPhones aren't cool anymore. One of the guys here has some Galaxy blah 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 phone. I took a look at it the other day, just playing with it, and it is the size of a tablet, in my opinion. It is a huge phone, but it does a lot of crap. He's got a beautiful screen on it. He can watch movies on it, just like my wife can watch movies on her Google tablet. Just like my mother can watch stuff on her iPad. The secret is that once marketing has taken effect, people will filter out away from the original product and find other things that work, or invent other things that work, come up with them. I'm not saying that Galaxy stole from Apple. I'm saying that Apple filled a niche in the right time, and Galaxy, or whoever makes it, Samsung came along after the fact and said, we can do that better, and they did it. And they are doing it better, in my opinion. The phone that I saw was not only quick and flashy and had a nice screen on it, but it seemed to fit what an engineer would want better. It seemed to fit what I would want better than an Apple product. And it used an operating system, at least appeared to use an operating system, that let you pick and choose what you wanted to pay for, rather than an Apple shoving stuff down your throat. One of the things that really upsets me about Apple is their app store. If you have a good free app, if you come in and you say, I have an app, it does XYZ, and I'm gonna give it away, it's free. That's great, until somebody comes along and charges for XYZ and complains to Apple, hey Apple, you're not making 30% of the sale price of XYZ because it's free. So I'm going to come along and make a charge app, even if it doesn't do as well, even if it doesn't do XYZ as well as the original. I will sell this app and give you, Apple, 30%. As long as you kick this other app off the software shelf, out of the App Store, we'll both make money. You know what? Apple's done it. Apple's done it to several apps that did something really cool. All of a sudden, either Apple incorporates it into the operating system and kicks them off the App Store, or worse yet, somebody comes in with a charge app and gets the free app kicked off the Apple Store. I cannot abide that. Let me know what you think in the comments about all this crap going on. Apple and Samsung suing each other over innovations they both say they did, yada yada. Let me know what you think.